on the Friday night moves. Now they feel me coming like a fourth down blitz. Got them talking sideways, throwing fits. But I must admit, I can't quit. 'Cause I'm the outlaw of college football. Ain't no stripes can hold me back. I don't need their legacy or no booster money stack. I don't bow to no tradition. Ain't no handshake deals I need. I just play for pride, for fire, and the will to make 'em bleed. I ain't on your need, your darling's list. No Heisman hype, no clean cut script. But every time the whistle blows, I leave my soul out on that road. They talk about dynasties and brands, but I built mine with my own hands. Ain't got no statue, no parade, just broken dreams and lines I've laid. I'm the outlaw of college football, the storm they never saw. I don't fit their pretty picture, but I still outrun them all. Don't need no love from ESPN, just a line to cross and dirt to win. Yeah, I'm the outlaw, the rebel in this brawl. I ain't here for fame or fortune, ain't no puppet on a string. I'm here to rid their castles and crown myself a king. I'm the outlaw of college football, tattooed in scars and grit. I write my story on the field, and I never call it quits. Let the legends play their history, I'll write my own new lore. 'Cause I'm the outlaw, yeah, I'm the outlaw, kicking down the damn front door. 'Cause I'm the outlaw of college football. Ain't no stripes can hold me back. I don't need their legacy or no booster money stack. I don't bow to no tradition. Ain't no handshake deals I need. I just play for pride, for fire, and the will to make 'em bleed. 'Cause I'm the outlaw of college football.
Woo! Here we are going to do another great softball live stream from the SEC tournament. We saw Auburn upset Missouri today. Kentucky came within an eyelash of upsetting Mississippi State and breaking their 23-game winning streak, and then they didn't. They lost the 24th in a row. It was a heartbreaking, gut-wrenching thing to watch, man. Watch them girls crying over there because Kentucky's been so close this year. Really hate it for them. But Mississippi State pulled out, and Mississippi State advances. And now we're about to do South Carolina and Ole Miss. It's in a slight weather delay. I think they're pulling the tarp off now, so they may be about ready to start. But there is going to be a slight delay. But I think they're going to play probably in the next 10 to 15 minutes, maybe less than that. We shall see. But I'm here right now, and go ahead and see who's in the comment section, and then we'll pull up the SEC game for y'all. Big Kev is in the house. He's the first batter up in here to watch some softball today. Fixing to pull that up right now. Big Kev. Jesse, who does OU play? It says the winner of game 11. Well, I have to look at the bracket. I haven't got the bracket in front of me. I know Oklahoma has a double bye, as does Alabama. So you really don't know who you're going to play until after probably tomorrow. Might be Georgia or somebody like that. I can't remember. I have to look at the bracket. I guess I should have made a bracket up, shouldn't I? You're right about that, George. But see if Looking y'all up a link right now. I think I may have y'all one. I'm going to pull that link up for y'all now. Get this thing started. I think I may have y'all one right here. We shall see. We shall see. Now that's the only one I see. South Carolina versus Ole Miss. South Carolina versus Ole Miss. Live college softball. Okay, so there's that one link. Right now, that's the only link I see. So hopefully this one does not go out on us. And if it does, Jesus. If it does go out on us, right now it's lagging a little bit. Vinny Crochet, what game are you watching today? It's supposed to be South Carolina versus Ole Miss. I may end up having to go to my ESPN, Disney, in order to get it. And pull it back up just in case. Log back into my Disney. May have to do it from the Disney Channel. They keep acting retarded over here. ESPN. All right. All right, partner. All right, SEC now. Watch live. I'm about to pull up my ESPN now.
Some chance to get into the NCAA tournament because you've got to be 500 to do that. Abby Carr for Missouri strikes double to left field. Missouri takes the 1-0 lead.
Let me know in the comments.
Abby Carr, two-way player that we would see come back later in this game and contribute.
Sydney Forrester then drives in a run. It's 2-0 Tigers. Auburn still down 2-0 in the third. Michaela Walker, little fly out, and Forrester, nice catch.
Hey, come on, Sydney Forrester. Knowing where your body is at in space, being able to slide close to that fence over there. Come on, outfield. Let's go.
And the Auburn bats get to work in the sixth. Alyssa Hastings, that is a triple off the wall and left. Fourth team in SEC tournament.
Let me know in the comments section whether you can hear this game or not.
In a game. They had two of them. Later in the inning,
you
2-2
hear
game.
the actual audio from
Roebuck, 8th of the year, first since March 13th.
Get that barrel head out and up. Elevate and celebrate.
Top 7. Pinch hitting Kyla Stroud, 3rd home run of the year. Auburn with 6 unanswered. And Coach Kate Malvo.
Might have to change links on
move
this.
on.
I do think that our team took a lot of ownership
Mr.
over
Clark,
that
I
because it's
don't
one of
want
those
this.
things like when you get players to really buy in and
strike
go,
one.
it's coaches can say what they want, but when the team really buys in and does it, that's really big. We had a couple upperclassmen that stepped up and said, it's time to go do this. And this is how we're going to go do it. So it was really fun whenever your team starts to take control over that and really run it. We know that it's postseason, it's anybody's ball game, and it's a whole new season and it's fresh and you get to start over. But Chris showed a video we watched, I think it's called The Comeback. It was a documentary about the Boston Red Sox and the Yankees, the 2004 series. And it's one of those things. It's like, don't let us win one. Don't let us
Can
win
you
one
hear
game
my
and see what
voice
happens.
okay?
And so the message is like, you just can't count us
Oh,
out.
am I
Like,
too low?
let us go win
Way
one game
back
and see what
in.
happens.
Can you
So
hear
we're
my
super
voice
excited to
okay?
see where that's going to take us.
So that loss for Missouri ends their season. They cannot finish, do not finish over 500 or even at 500, so they're not eligible for NCAA selection. Auburn going to have to win 2 more to guarantee themselves being at 500 when that selection committee then makes its announcement. But Auburn moves on. They'll face Texas A&M. Mississippi State, we just saw walk-off Kentucky. And by the way, as we remind you, 5:25 Eastern Time first pitch here between Ole Miss and South Carolina. Probably a good thing that this thing is going to a neutral site for the next 4 years in Alabama, because each of the last 3 seasons, this is a remarkable stat, the team that hosts has been walked off. Auburn 2 years ago, Georgia did it, Sarah Gordon, walk-off homer in the 14th. And then in 25, Arkansas's Bree Ellis walks off Georgia in Athens. And now Kentucky gets walked off here. How about that? 3 years in a row.
It's a trend I'm sure that the teams are very willing to let go of.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Can't
Me to
happen
a
the
neutral
next 4
site.
years. Home team will not exist the next 4 years. Okay. What a season it's been, though. What's your favorite moment so far from it?
Man, there's been so many great moments this season. I mean, I think about how much offense has really been in play this year, but one that stands out to me is Texas A&M coming back from a deficit of 6 runs in the first inning. They scored 9 runs to come back, topped off by that home run right there by Maya Perez. This was a home run that I felt like echoed through my entire house with how hard she hit this ball. There are some balls that come off the barrel and you just immediately know that it's going a long way. It's either going to be a bomb or a tank. Which one do you think is further, bomb or a tank?
I was going to say that ball went into orbit, so I don't.
It probably still
That
hasn't
would
landed.
be the furthest.
I think
That
I feel
would
like
be
the
the
orbit would
furthest.
be the bomb, probably.
Bomb.
I would say bomb.
Ooh.
Bomb farther than take.
Okay.
I don't know.
I can get down with it.
All right. Way to put me on the spot there. All right. My favorite moment, speaking of bombs, tanks, and balls going into orbit. How about Katie Stewart walking off and slamming that bat with authority against Oklahoma? She put her foot down and said, look, you are not sweeping me and my girls on my home turf to close out regular season. We've seen Katie Stewart. She has perfected the bat toss to the side better than I think anyone else in all of college softball, but the bat slam, the passion and the energy, she said she blacked out when she did it, but obviously wanting to celebrate with your team. For me, that's a moment that really stands out through this entire season. Just all the emotion. Texas, we know, has gone through a little bit of a grind to close out the regular season. For you to be able to do that at home against your rival, to avoid getting swept at home, I think that was a really big moment for them and a really big moment for her individually.
Y'all
Corey,
welcome
did you
in
see
to the
Halo and I
South
practicing our
Carolina
basketball
versus
rally
Ole
cap
Miss
this week?
game. It's about to
Actually, no,
start.
not this week.
Oh,
but
you
Pulled the
should.
tarp
her and
off
I
the
have
field.
talked
Looks
about
like we're
that
gonna be able
slam.
to
I'm like,
actually
in that
play
moment,
this
how do you
game.
not?
How do you not do
How do
that?
you not?
And
That
they should
landed
be
on the
starting
fourth
here
floor. It hit the
shortly.
wall on the 4th floor.
Yeah.
I'd be throwing my bat too.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
that's
we
my
had
ball now.
We had her on Rally Cap Sunday. I mean, she was talking about all the balls and batting practice that hit off
Yes,
the wall. They've
OU
had,
plays the winner of
had to
Georgia
repair
and
siding. And this
LSU.
might have been
I hope
off
they
the
have
air, but
renter's
she was saying they
insurance.
You are
have to
correct,
repair
George.
siding, and sometimes it takes them a little while.
They're sending her
Everybody
to
was
invoices
break
here. It
the
looks and
window.
sounds
she's
fine. I
breaking
appreciate you
things.
letting me know
They're
that,
sending
Fred.
invoices to the
Back
Texas,
to Texas
softball
softball.
facility.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And apparently
OU
it's
plays
taking a
the
little
winner of
longer than
Georgia
it
and
should to fix
LSU. I already
Brody.
read
Well,
that.
if you keep breaking them, they'll never get fixed.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Joshua B. Young says,
5:25
I
first
hope
pitch.
Mississippi State is really
That,
ready
by
to
the
play
way,
Arkansas.
That walk-off Katie Stewart, part of an SEC
Well, who are you a
inside-
fan of,
inside
Josh?
one of the great moments.
Joshua? Who's your favorite
The
team,
Longhorns
Joshua?
have their backs against the wall.
To hit for J.C. Nichols, it'll be Hannah Wells.
We'll be back after these.
Texas reaches down into the
No,
well
this-
of
this-
super effort
After this
and
outlaw,
delivers.
Draining the Lizard.
Hannah Wells. Is it deep enough? Back to the wall, and it's gone!
Yeah! Yeah! Woohoo! Yeah, baby! Woo! Woohoo!
The wind kept pushing it, and it makes its way out to tie the game.
Come on, pick it up!
And the drama continues in Austin.
And look at where this pitch is located too, up and in. And Hannah Wells, I mean, just a great job. She gets way underneath it. That allows it to get into that wind stream, take it out. I mean, it probably cleared by a foot.
And now the game-winning run at the plate. Chopped, that's trouble. Game winner is bored, and here comes Katie Stewart to the plate. Hit a home run her last time up in the 6th inning. Stewart! Deep drive! Back it goes! The facade of the building and left!
Yeah! Woo!
And Texas walks off Oklahoma!
Yeah!
Woo! A bricklayer bash off the building and left for the Longhorns! Woo!
Can we please have a permanent spot on that building of where she just hit it?
How about the belief and the resiliency of this Texas team, right? They lose the lead late in the game. It's gut-wrenching for them, but they stay in there. They're resilient, and they walk it off in the 8th inning with 2 home runs.
Tell the game. Tell the series.
It always works that way.
I know. Well, I think I lost my voice screaming on that last home run, so I'll try and keep it brief. But I'm so proud of you ladies for what you accomplished today. It's hard being fighting back and then you having it and then losing the lead and then going down by a run and all that sort of stuff. But you never gave in, you never gave up the fight, and you all held each other and did a great job. So proud of what we did. Okay, even if we'd won or lost, I was still proud of what we did this weekend in the 3 games against Oklahoma. They're a juggernaut. They're a tough team. But we were able to hold our own and show that we're right there with them, right? It's just a mental thing right now with us, I think, a little bit. When our pitching comes through and does what it's done, we're right there. We're right there. So let's keep building, working on what we got going, okay? So excellent job. Well done.
Welcome in, Josh. I like me some pig food. We done the Arkansas-Texas game, Josh.
Of course,
He
Texas
was reading
and
off
Oklahoma
through.
both open up their tournament here on Thursday. Meanwhile, South Carolina and Ole Miss, they're going to
Pull that back up for y'all. Make sure y'all get a clear picture. There we go. I don't want to hear that jackass talk again. Got a little bit of delay on this link. The reason I took that one down is because that's directly on ESPN, and I don't want to get a strike. So I'll pull it back up just in case we need it. So, yeah. I already got one, but I was also doing it for my Disney Channel too for a little while, so hopefully I won't get a strike for it. Yeah, I took it off and I got one up right now. What is yours called? Mine's it's ABDO.
orbit without question the farthest.
Can we see a bat spike? Did we get another walk-off?
You might.
Let's go.
Beth
Who
Mowens,
knows?
Michelle Smith, Holly Rowe, it's yours. The three of us back when it's over.
George or Tori Ensley? Little long ball action. We'll see if we can cook that up for you on this opening day of the 2026 SEC Softball Tournament on the SEC Network, presented by T-Mobile. It's our 12-13 matchup, South Carolina and Ole Miss. The winner will advance to the quarters tomorrow to take on.
Shelton State is just a special place in general. I feel like that we're all on the same page trying to improve lives.
We're not only imparting skills and teaching them skills, but we're also teaching them life lessons. I absolutely love it here at Shelton.
Kendall Wells, she set a new mark at OU. Katie Stewart, a new home run record at the University of Texas. Alabama, big jump for Murphy's Club. Picked 9th in the preseason. They finish 2nd in the SEC and always strong. 10 teams in the RPI top 20. Could be a lot of SEC schools hosting in the NCAAs. 2 games already in the books. A couple of late Auburn home runs. They rallied to knock Missouri out. And another come-from-behind win in the second game, a walk-off, in fact, for Mississippi State, a 3-run bottom of the 7th. They knock out Kentucky. Unfortunately for the Cats and the Tigers, they finished with records under 500. That means they are both ineligible to be considered for the NCAA tournament. So there's how the second round looks for you on Wednesday. We'll get things started tomorrow morning at 11 Eastern with A&M and Auburn. Hi, everybody, and welcome to John Crop here in Lexington, Kentucky. I'm Beth Mowens alongside our 2-time Olympic gold medalist, Michelle Smith. Always a crazy and chaotic SEC tournament. 6 different champs in 5 years. We'll figure that out for you in a little bit, do some math. But so much at stake, not only to get a ring, but also for the NCAAs.
Yeah, and you know, Beth, this is always an exciting tournament because you never know what you're going to get. It's going to be great competition. We've seen it all year long, but you've got to be able to execute, and this really does harden you. It prepares you for the postseason, so buckle up. It's going to be a great week.
Well, when you take a look at the RPIs for both of these clubs, they look pretty good in terms of getting into the NCAA tournament and probably 2 seeds. Remember, we don't just seed 1 through 16 this year, but 1 through 32 with the NCAA selection committee, and both anchored by those strong strengths of schedules. They have been tested in the league and out, and will square off for the first time this year. Did not meet during the regular season, and it is Jory Hurd, the senior from Algonquin, Illinois, who will get the ball.
She's been good this year, true leader for South Carolina. Going up against a very lefty-heavy Ole Miss lineup. 6 of the 9 are left-handed.
Kenny Bunker will step in to lead things off. Not every day you see a catcher as your leadoff, but that's how good and how versatile she is. The speed-power combo, and that one will drop just foul in the grass out and left. Here's a look at the Rebels starting lineup. You know, last year, Percy Lamas set a home run and RBI record, and this year, Matty George busted them both with 21 home runs and 56 runs batted in. They are together in the heart of that order. Matty, one of the top freshmen in the country this year. Heard the ladies talking pregame in the studio, Smitty. Might they see some home runs? Well, it's a good possibility. With
all right, I'm back.
A new school record this year.
Bill Breeze was giving me some ideas for the show.
That's really been the theme of the year. A lot of home runs, a lot of balls leaving the yard.
So,
much to the dismay of
everybody in the comment section, let me know where you're from, who your favorite team is. Any of you have any ideas for the show?
In the NCAA tournament, and they made it to
Mark Wages is in the house.
Arizona and
Mark Wages 3609 says, I just found your channel and I submitted like a
called out.
Yep. Waiting for my lady Razorback, says Mark Wages.
She's in a great pitcher's count.
If you don't mind, subscribe to the channel too, bro.
She throws that often.
Liking is great. Subscribing is even better.
Miles an hour,
you permanently know when I'm up and on the air when I can give you all this great free
One
content,
of the most utilized arms in the SEC second half of
college
the season, as
sports
Jory
in general.
heard. And now Mackenzie Pickens, the sophomore from Flowery Branch, Georgia. Starting second baseman today. Jory with wins on the season over Tennessee, Clemson, Texas A&M.
Yeah, it's actually pretty retarded.
Lost their
I am
last
assuming.
two against
Hey, Outlaw
Alabama, but
Posse,
they
I
were
think it's
all
funny the way
1-1
ESPN's making a big deal out of Katie Stewart of Texas slamming her back down
season
against
finale
OU.
last weekend.
Well,
Yeah,
you
they
talk
lost
about
2
it,
out of
that
3.
Strength of schedule, this South Carolina team. They have played a tough schedule.
That's great.
and
Slamming your back
pre-conference,
down. I mean,
obviously,
if
in
you're doing that
conference.
in Major League Baseball,
Stuff that
you
sharpens
put
you.
your teammate at risk.
Count 1 and 2.
The next batter up would probably get toned up with a pitch right around the
Coaches
chin.
too. A lot of times it's figuring
You
out
do that
those
in Major League
run
Baseball. That
losses
throwing the
and
bat
what's
down
the
shit,
one
that shit's
pitch,
not cool.
either that you're throwing or that you're hitting, that changes the complexity of the game. And there it is, those 9 losses by just 1 run.
Both these clubs with that identical.
Teresa in the
5
house,
and
hi
9
everyone.
mark,
Thanks
the
for
most
streaming
in
the
the
games,
SEC.
Outlaw.
So they've experienced
Appreciate
some
you being in here,
nail-biters.
Teresa,
For Ole Miss, at
supporting
least,
me
they've won
with the
some
retention.
lately. Back-to-back
And hit the
walk-off
like
wins
button.
against arch rival Mississippi State last weekend. Right back to her, 2 down.
Hit
Kurt's
the
gonna
like
attack the zone a
button
lot of
as
different
you
ways.
come
You mentioned
in.
it, Beth. A lot of experience in that
And
circle.
subscribe to the
And she likes
channel.
to move the ball around. She has that ability to throw with great velocity, as well as being able to limit that velocity down to 53 miles an hour, all the way up to almost 70 miles an hour to rise. It's a 2-seam drop ball, curve ball. And the key is she tunnels them well. So it's really difficult to see the variation between the rise ball, drop ball, out of the hand. And so for hitters, it's going to be important for them to really read spin to identify the pitch right out of the hand.
This is Percy Yamas, sophomore from Eastvale, California. There's a deep shot. Back it goes. And over the fence, out in left center. Solo home run with 2 outs.
Well, now,
And Ole Miss jumps in front.
Ole Miss on top already.
Percy Yamas is going to get all into a 0-1 pitch and just drives this out of the yard. And you look at the splits off of her. Lefties hit almost 60 points higher than righties. A lot of lefties in this lineup for Ole Miss. She takes a pitch on the outer half. Look at the load. Look at the extension with her arms, head down. That is an outstanding swing. You could hear it off the bat. That ball leaving the yard. Yamas with her 9th home run of the year.
Y'all don't mind, share this out to your friends
She enjoys
that
the
like
postseason
college
in this
softball.
SEC tournament. Last year, their postseason run
As I said
started
before,
with a big
smash the
upset
like button as you come in. It helps
in the
kick that
tournament
algorithm
against Florida, and she hit a 3-run
and
home
gets this
run.
party
The
bigger
upset
and gets more
Gators
crunk for us.
reached the quarterfinals of the SEC, and then obviously rolled through the regionals and the supers to get to Oklahoma City.
And that's the power of this tournament, right? You get on a roll at this tournament, you have some good upset victories, and it can be a springboard into the postseason.
It's also a long road. The teams that win today, in order to win the championship, still have to win 5 games in 5 days. That has never happened before in the SEC tournament. Ole Miss does hold the record of winning 4 games in 4 days, the lowest seed to ever win the championship. Back in 2017.
Yes.
That famous run led by Caitlin Lee. It's outside the bag foul. They were an 8 seed that year.
Come on. Come on, South Carolina. I know we got a Gamecock in here, so I might as well root for the people that are supporting the channel, that being the Gamecocks, and the Oklahoma City, and the Alabama Crimson Tide, and the Arkansas Razorbacks.
This ball is just
Those are the main teams. LSU too.
George is going to get around
LSU
it and
people
drive
are
it
good in
down
this team.
into the corner. George, just a
Those
freshman.
5,
She's
and we're
been
gonna
an
get a few
all-star
Texas
this
people in
year.
here too.
for Ole Miss. Look at the way she gets
Well,
around
Oklahoma
that pitch. It
people
looks
don't
like
really
a
want to hear
curveball
that
that
shit.
just does
but,
not
you know.
get in and goes right over the bag, gets right past Rhodey at first base.
Well, now.
A big double for the freshman George, her 9th of the year.
RBI opportunity for Cassie Reisner. She's been the best hitter on the club the last 5 games. Oh. 11 home runs, 41 runs batted in, and a moment of intrigue for her back here at John Kropp. She is a transfer from Kentucky. Started out her career here. Played a couple of seasons. And already a conference with Jory Hurd. That's a couple of hard hit balls in a row.
Now, I'm actually surprised they're not using her changeup a little bit more. It's such an effective pitch, and she drops those speeds down into the low 50s. That's a pitch you've got to use, especially at this point in the season. Try to keep hitters
I'll
off
shut
balance.
up now. Get back on that mound right now.
Katie Browder, Jody Davidson, Zach Parsons, the assistant coaches for South Carolina, and Ashley Chastain Woodard.
Got 43 people in here. I'll smash the like button as you come in.
Slow roller to first. Rhodey stays down on it. Touches the bag for the third out, but first tater of the night belongs to Ole Miss.
Mercy Yamas going to go get a ball and take it out of the yard. An 0-1 pitch on the outer half. Yamas with her 9th home run of the year puts Ole Miss up on the board. Hotty toddy for Ole Miss. Carolina picking up the bats.
All right, we're in commercial break.
AT&T just raise your price. Maybe it's time to wait.
So that'll be the time to ask some questions where you can actually hear me a little bit better when I respond. Also, there's a little money dollar sign at the bottom if you want to click on that and get your comment pushed to the top where I can see it above everybody else's. It'll highlight it. Click on that little money dollar sign, write your comment out, then hit click a second time, and then it'll send it. And I'll read your comment out above everybody else's. Killer Breeze in the comment section says, I hung out with Tim Brando one time at a wedding reception. Dude was hammered and kept calling the Rebels old piss. Yeah. Yeah, that's what a lot of us call them around here in the southeast outside of Oxford. We call them old piss. We have a identity crisis at Oxford. You know, a lot of universities do have 2 different mascots, but Ole Miss has got like 3 or 4. They got Hotty Toddy, they got a bear, they got a bear for Hotty Toddy, they got a land shark, then they got the Rebels, and they got Colonel Rebel, who they ditched a while back because of some stupid race baiting shit. But anyway, all right, let's get back to it.
On the key for Boyers, you can see it, those 82 base on balls, the free passes. She's got to limit those, and she's got to keep the ball in the yard. She's given up 27 home runs this year, Beth. So free passes.
Fred Bagley says,
she can do that.
BTLB, everyone.
Big step up for the
that means bang that light button.
Last season to the SEC. And now in her SEC tournament debut.
Bang that light button. Here's Fred Bagley makes up his own acronyms. BTLB.
For Boyer, you can see she's going to use that drop ball effectively, that average velocity up over 68 miles an hour. The changeup, again, that's the pitch in this part of the season you've got to use effectively. You've got to use it often. And, of course, then the rise ball to create that variation, separation through the strike zone.
That'll bring up Quincy Lilio, who had been the leadoff batter for South Carolina for 2 years until their regular season finale. They decided to make the move to Tori Ensley at the top, and now Lilio batting second for the senior transfer from Oklahoma.
As y'all step in here, if you're new to the channel, as I say 1,000 times on here,
lineups this late
like,
in the season,
share,
trying to figure out what's
comment,
that
and subscribe.
magical
It's a big forward. They're all
formula
absolutely free.
so that you've got those
Liking
hitters
the channel and
at
subscribing
the right
are the most
position. This is a
important.
South Carolina team that has left 347 runners on base. I mean, that's a lot of lobs.
And
There
all
might be an
absolutely
option,
free.
Ashley was telling us
Just let
this
you know when
morning
we're up and on there.
of Ensley getting on base, and then Lilio has the ability to swing, but also move her over if need be. It runs at a premium, likely today. Certainly they were in the Alabama series. Smacks that to short, diving stop by Reisner from her knees. And Lilio is safe at first.
Good job by Lilio. She sneaks a peek, and you could see once she saw Anderson down, she knew she had an opportunity to beat this out. But this is textbook base running. After she hits that ball, you can see she looks, she sees that Anderson is down, and you really legs that out. But an outstanding opportunity for Anderson to keep that throw it across, and
it just smears.
Let's see, Carolina talking with home plate umpire Marty Abizishin, Cam Ellison, and Steve Gould. Also, our umpires. So the brush apparently not enough to get the mud off the plate. They try and go to the towel. A little swirly effect. Pitchers need to target, Michelle, right?
absolutely. You need that plate to be as white and large as possible.
Here's Carly Shelton. One on and one down. Oh. Junior from Lexington, South Carolina, has been a 3-year starter. Following in the footsteps of her mom, Bonnie, who played softball at Carolina.
Already completed 2 games today.
Right back to the pitcher. Boyer turns to second, and just in time off the double clutch, but gets the force.
Auburn upset
That's a good
Missouri
job by Boyer. That's
early
a tough
today.
situation for a pitcher. I've
Probably
been in that environment before
extinction
where you're not sure if it's
Missouri
the
had to
shortstop
make
or
an
the second
NCAA
baseman
tournament, in my
who's going to be
opinion.
covering the bag.
And then
And you can see
Kentucky
this is
lost a
hit
heart-wrenching
back hard to
game. They
her.
were up
She has to
2-1
double
in the
pump
bottom
because
of the
I think
7th
she
and
looks
blew a
first
2-run
at her
lead.
shortstop who's not
They
there.
continue their
the second
losing
baseman
streak
is,
now
but they
at
still got that
24
lead runner,
games
which
in
is
a row
huge.
in the SEC. Very disheartening for the Kentucky
One of the
girls.
things a lot of coaches talked about is getting lead runners out. So important. Taking that pressure off.
Here's Jamie McKay, the senior from Laguna Beach, California.
And so you can take a look at it here. You can see the way Boyer's going to turn around and look at. She's looking right here. She's looking at her shortstop and sees her not going to the bag. Then she identifies her second baseman at the base. So it's so important to be talking as a middle infielder, yelling to your pitcher, because a lot of times when our back is to that bag, we don't know. We got to be listening for you calling at that bag. So that's a great example of a little bit of miscommunication can lead to not getting that out in a very important situation.
Scoots away from Kennedy Bunker. Shelton will take second, and a runner in scoring position here, trying to tie it up in the bottom of the first. Score that one a wild pitch. McKay, 19 RBI on the year. And nice play at second by Pickens to glove that and end the threat.
In the South, it's not just the story that you tell, it's how you tell it.
It's got to be authentic and real. What do you see? How do you feel?
And who are the characters? They're your best players. You knew the stakes.
This was more than a game. This was history.
And having the storybook ending
is always special.
SEC legends, all in one place. Let me tell you a story.
The SEC softball tournament on the SEC network. There are World Series contenders. Everybody's a threat.
The depth of this league has been unmatched.
We're into the postseason with a lot of big moments.
We can't wait to get going.
The 2026 SEC Softball Tournament presented by T-Mobile continues through Thursday on SEC Network and the ESPN app.
Look, if you're an executive, this shirt is a must-have in your closet. I was tired of floppy collars and shirts with sweat stains, so I got this shirt I saw on TV, and now I don't have to worry. I got it shipped in no time, and I switched from regular polos to this immediately. The brand is called Collars & Co. They make a regular stretchy golf shirt, but the top has a firm collar on it. I got rid of so many problems by upgrading to this. No dry cleaning needed anymore. I'm free from uncomfortable long sleeves, and the collars stay stiff all day. Get 20% off today using code TV at collarsandco.com.
Welcome back to the SEC Softball Tournament. South Carolina down 1-0 already. Kind of a fun story here today to keep your eyes on. South Carolina has a couple of new players on their roster this season that were wearing the Ole Miss jersey just last year. That's right. Tate Davis and Jamie McKay played at Ole Miss. Jamie McKay was there for 3 years, a 3-year starter for them. But Tate Davis was just a freshman. They both said this is going to be a little bit weird today. This is the first time they will be facing their former team and former teammates as South Carolina Gamecocks. Jamie said, you know, I just never really became the player that I thought I could be. I finally this year have figured it out. I feel like I have a lot left on my plate, and I want to show this team that I'm better than I was when I left them. There is a little more motivation today. She said, yeah, the energy's a little turned up.
Says tomorrow Arkansas is going to get Mississippi State. I'm not
back to Jory Hurd. Applin is
we
retired.
shall see.
6, 7, and 8 coming up here.
The Pigs are looking strong, though. They're looking strong. I'll give you that. The Pigs are
for South
to
Carolina
me
this year, 14
the dark horse that could win this whole thing. Maybe even the national title. Arkansas has been so close to winning so many big games.
Actually, Chastain Woodard
they
telling
finally
us
broke
earlier
through
today,
and won a series against Texas,
You know, it's
which
late
made
bloomers. Get everybody
on
the
this
same
channel
page,
very
hoping to
happy.
make a run in the postseason. Diving snag, and the throw by Anderson not in time over at first. And Grisham is aboard with one down, an infield single.
No, there's no loser brackets.
Grisham doing a good job hitting this back.
There is no loser bracket in the SEC
South
tournament.
Carolina, respecting the
It would take too long to play the games.
Middle, has to
And they
dive
got to get on to doing the super regionals and the regionals
good
and
job by Grisham to beat that
the
out.
Women's College World Series.
Beth, back to your point. Yeah, I think
The way the
Patrick
weather
Murphy used to
is,
say,
we'd
you know,
never
some
get
planes,
done.
some teams need a longer runway to take off. You know, it takes a while, especially with that many new faces coming in to meld together to get everything going in the right direction.
Had that historic run last year. They were a top 8 seed, hosted a super regional, and took UCLA to the brink, losing in 3 games. We're one out, 1 strike away from the World Series before the Bruins and Jordan Woolery ended the dream season. So both these teams, I think the expectation was, hey, we can put it together again this year. Maybe not so in the regular season, but now, you know, turn that page, fresh start.
Opportunity. Everybody starts new at this point. Play for a championship. And that's the thing I love about a tournament like this is that, you know, the regular season, you're looking at a gauntlet of 24 games. Here, you win, you survive, you go on. And there's a trophy at the end of it that you can hoist up.
Not a called strike 3 there.
A nice pitch on the outer half. Lori Hurd picks up her Second
Teresa
strikeout.
adjusted as well.
Pitch on the outer half.
Teresa
Little bit
backs
of
me up.
downward
There's
movement,
no
little bit
losing
of
bracket
out
in
on
this
it.
tournament.
Good velocity.
Sort of sucks in a
Using
way
that
because you're one and
changeup a little
done,
bit more as well here in the second inning.
which I guess should be the way it is anyway. I don't know. I think they should
She's
have
been going
a
right after the zone. I mean, just
double
popping the ball in the
elimination
glove.
in men's basketball instead of expanding the field to 76 like they're talking about doing or they're going to do. Just have double elimination because anybody can just get up and lucky and beat you in the first round and then just crap the bed the next round.
Diving in safely is Grisham.
Yeah, think about that. Double elimination for the NCAA basketball tournament.
Jump.
Don't
Nice
go to
throw down by
76.
Winters.
Go back to 64. You just have double elimination.
The tag, and you can see the
I'm
fingertip
out there at
just gets in
68.
there.
She's now 8 for 8 stealing bases.
Move right back.
Review.
I believe the coach's challenge whether the runner left early from first. Oh.
Ooh, I wonder the question is, did they hit the other hand? Hit the left hand before the right hand hits the bag?
Oh, she's way off.
Yeah.
We're going to change this and call her out for leaving early, it would appear.
Oh, yeah, she's way off.
Well, South Carolina's already ready to leave the field. They've seen the replay on the Jumbotron. Not sure what the delay is here.
After review, the runner did leave early. She is out. South Carolina retains their challenge.
Good challenge there. And a 1-0 Ole Miss lead.
Introducing Gatorade Lower Sugar. No artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners, and 75% less sugar. Gatorade Lower Sugar. Hydrates better than water.
We're Cooking is presented by Farm Rich. Today, Jan has a confession about her famous game day potato skins.
I haven't been hand stuffing them with cheddar and bacon.
Who's been stuffing my potatoes, Jan?
Farm Rich.
We'll be right back on...
Protecting what you care about is important to you, so it's important to Allstate. That's why we have a plan to protect just about anything, like this car, up, and this awesome bike. The stuff in that apartment you're renting, it's protected. This golf cart, it's protected. Hey, don't worry, that phone's protected too. Protection for just about every part of life, no matter what kind of life you have. If it's important to you, it's important to us. You're in good hands with Allstate. Good boy.
And we're back with Bob, who just found out Farm Rich was stuffing his spuds all along. Just one push of a button and I can make them too. And so can everyone else. You get Farm Rich, and you get Farm Rich, and you get Farm Rich!
The 2026 SEC Softball Tournament on the SEC Network is presented by T-Mobile, America's best network.
SEC's recent history, 4 championships since 2012. 14 teams made the tournament last year. 12 teams in the RPI top 25. That's more than any other league. To the bottom of the second, South Carolina stepping in, trailing 1-0. Percy Yamas, a solo home run in the first for the Rebels.
If you don't mind, share this out to your friends that love college sports, softball, whatever. Get them up in here. Hit the like button. Hitting the like button don't take it 2 or 3 seconds, man. It helps me out more than you know. It tricks that
Soft
algorithm,
speed pitch by Boyer at 0-1.
tricks
to
it up,
take the count
and
to
makes them
0-2.
push people over here if you hit that like button, as well as subscribing to the channel.
Rory, the senior from Cranston, Rhode Island. Power numbers been down a bit, batting average down. She does walk a ton.
She walks a ton.
Coaches would love to see her be aggressive. Make sure she gets her swings if the pitch
I
is
believe
right.
you're right, Bill Bates.
They need her production.
I believe you're right.
And she's got a good eye. I mean, last pitch, changeup down, doesn't bite. 2 pitches
Bill
prior
Bates
to
in
that
the
were
house.
good drops
Bill
on the
Posse.
outer half. Did not bite at those.
0-2 to 3-2.
I'm sure.
And draws the
Mighty
walk.
Bill Bates is in the house. Welcome in,
Well,
sir.
they love that she's walking. Obviously,
Indeed.
that's good. It shows great discipline and a great eye at the plate, which they've loved about her. As you mentioned, she set the single season record for walks.
So the winner of the
They
game
want
gets
her late
Texas,
this season
like
to be
Bill
more
Bates
aggressive.
said.
Now, that worked
No,
out there. She's
mistaken.
on base.
Me and
The
Bill, if I'm
coaches have been talking to her.
mistaken,
She
that
said,
sounds
we have really
accurate to
challenged
me,
her
Bill.
to swing, to really use that same discipline at the plate, but with more of an aggressive mindset and more of an aggressive mentality. So it's
Oh,
darned if you do,
Rich
darned
said
if
the
you
winner
don't.
gets
Yeah, you got
Tennessee
on.
extra.
They want you to walk, but they also want
You
you
got the
swinging out
UTs
bat
mixed
you've
up.
got. She said it's
They
a
both
school
suck
record last
anyway.
year for single season home runs
You
too.
got the
So
long
it's a
turds
very
and the
interesting conundrum for
volunteers.
her.
Well, I'll tell you what, Holly, they're very happy with that leadoff walk to start the inning. I think when there's runners on base, that's when they want her to make sure that bat is off her shoulder and she's swinging at some good pitches in the zone.
Lexi Shaver is on to pinch run. Rhodey can re-enter. Here's Lexi Winters.
We've been hanging out in here like a
Tries to push her over with a sack.
Saturday night at a local bar watching the game. Because we are the home of the Common Joe and the Common Sally in the know. Even more so than all me talking here.
She'll try again. 0-2.
The skill of bunting is so important. Especially
It's
late
so hard to
season.
master.
It is. Both eyes, focused on the ball. It's still so hard to catch.
Called strike
Tennessee's
three.
actually been looking better here towards the end of the season. They beat Alabama 2 out of 3.
Not what you want to see in that
So I
situation.
wouldn't mind.
You
It's
just want to
surprised me
ground
if
ball
Tennessee
something
made a run.
down to try to move your teammate up. This is drop ball in the outer half. Really great location. So after a couple of missed bunt opportunities, watching a pitch on the outer half, unproductive out, strikeout looking by Lexi Winters.
First for Emily Boyer. And here is Tate Davis. Out of Greer, South Carolina. Gets the start as the DP.
Exactly. I am sooner. Exactly. Any
Have been playing a lot of
YouTube
third base this year. Natalie Heath emerged late in the season.
trying to think of a UT that don't
But they like to have Tate's bat in the lineup.
Is Tulsa University or the University of Tulsa? The University of
That's
Tulsa,
really
would
what
they
it
be
comes
a
down
UT
to.
or
Opportunities
TU?
to make something happen in the game. Swing the bat, be aggressive, make good decisions.
Yeah, I felt bad for Kentucky too, Bill.
In the dirt. Shaver to second.
I felt really bad.
Nice piece of running by
They lost
Shaver,
23
the
in a
pinch
row
runner,
and they
seeing that
lose the
ball
last
down, being
game of the
aggressive,
season
picking up that
on
extra
field
60 feet.
in the tournament on their
So
own
easy to
home
hesitate
field
on this and
in
go
that
back to the
fashion.
bag, but I like the way that
Heartbreaking
Lexi,
loss
she's going
for
to read that.
Kentucky.
She's going to see it down and immediately puts her head down and scoops over to
Exhilarating
second base.
for Mississippi State Bulldogs. If you're a Bulldog, you're very happy with that.
And Bunker wants to talk with Boyer.
Again, please smash the like button as you come in and subscribe to the channel.
A lot of times catchers will go out and
Hit
just
the bell
talk to their pitchers and say, look,
subscribe.
don't give up on your drop ball. Keep throwing
Those
it
things
in
are
the
free.
dirt or even your changeup. I'm going to block it. I'll be in front. Don't worry
It
about
makes
the
it
runner
where I
on
can
base.
give y'all this game for free. outside the umbrella of ESPN Plus and the SEC Network.
Boyer really using that outside corner to all these right-handed hitters.
And you see what you did last year at Ole Miss. A member of their World Series team does not hold up. Two down.
A couple of drop balls on the outer half. And an elevated pitch. Ooh. Looks like she checks that, holds that back. Because the umpire at first is over at second, they have to go down to the third baseline for that call.
And here's Natalie Heath in the 8th spot in the lineup. Fifth-year senior has patiently waited and worked hard to get her opportunity. It has come now at the end of her career.
All right, for those of y'all in the chat, tell me who you think is going to win this SEC tournament. But you can't say your favorite team.
1 and 2. Wow.
Like I can't say Alabama. You know, Bill Bates can't say Oklahoma. Teresa can't say Oklahoma. Who do you think's going to win? Yeah, your favorite team does not win.
Snagged by Yamas. That saved the run for the Rebels.
The obvious answer for me would probably be Oklahoma, but since Oklahoma and me have a pretty tight relationship, that might not be fair. I shouldn't be able to say Oklahoma or Alabama. So if I had to step outside of Oklahoma and Alabama, I would say Arkansas. And we're now in commercial break. Got 52 people in here. You don't mind, smash the like button. I have to keep saying it because the likes are not matching the actual people in here. We got 24 likes and 51 people. So that means that 27 of you just need to hit that like button. Don't cost nothing. It takes 2 seconds. And then hit subscribe because it's also free. It just lets you know when we're up and on the air. Please do that for me. It won't take you but 2 seconds. Bill Bates says if he can't pick his team, he picks Florida to win the SEC tournament. Mark Wages says Oklahoma. Appreciate you being here today, Mark. Mark is a new subscriber. Also, if you want to do a little something extra, you can get your badge like Bill Bates. If you see Bill Bates has got a badge, he's deputized. He's in the Outlaw Posse, as well as Fred Bagley. Who else is in the Outlaw Posse? Killer Breeze. All those guys have their badge. They're deputized. They're in the Outlaw Posse. If you want to get deputized and get your badge, then all you got to do is hit that join button over by the subscribe button. It's just $2.99 a month, 75 cents a week. It's just a half a bottle of water for the Outlaw. You'll get a random Full Horseman shout out on the actual live stream and or podcast, as well as possibly the comment of the day, as well as being able to pick music clips and movie clips that we put on the show.
$5 each. As it stands right now, the SEC 6 of the top 8 and 9 of the top 16 could be at home for the NCAA tournament. Right back to Hurd, 1 down. Holly?
Well, Jory Hurd is really pitching in and locking in here well after giving up that home run in the first. I asked her what's different
Joshua
this season.
Young
She's a
says if his
senior, and
team
she
can't
has
win
gotten
it,
so much
he's in
better
agreement
here
with me
lately. And she said, I'm
that it could
pitching
be Arkansas.
fearless right now. She said, in my first 3 years, I felt like I was a little bit skeptical. I didn't always trust my pitches. She's worked a lot with Coach Katie Browder on her mentality.
I am
You're
Sooner.
perfect for this moment.
He
Don't
votes
let
for the Pigs as
creep
well.
in, and we're
Big
seeing that
Sue
right
from
here.
I am Sooner.
Oh, just down the line and snagged by Rhodey. Outstanding.
Watson Willis Jr. says if I can't pick Tennessee, I'll pick Texas A&M.
Again in a perfect position. We've seen defense for both these clubs become so
By the way,
important.
Watson,
Rhodey hugging the bag, not letting this, but look at where
I just
foot is
mess
almost
around
on
about
the
your team,
chalk
bro.
line.
We do that in here. We
A lot
pick
of
on
times
each
you see the
other's
first
teams a
baseman
little bit.
back and off the line.
It's all in good fun, though, Wassman.
That's a nice quick inning.
Quick work by Hurd. 4
I actually got a lot of
pitches to
friends
get it done.
that are Tennessee fans.
Wow.
Wassman, Willis
Hotty toddy is
Jr.
our cheer. But what does it mean? It's hey, nice to meet you. Or good to see you, old friend. We say it to celebrate, to congratulate.
Teresa says the SEC is so good I can easily see 8 to 9 teams winning. We are in commercial break. We will go back to the actual call of the game. You will not have to hear my voice the whole time. If you just come in here during a commercial break, we put it on mute. And then we go back to the actual live call of the game from the actual announcers. So don't go anywhere after the commercials go off. You'll go back to the game and the regular announcers. Happy birthday to you, Thunder OU Sooner, the most attending listener of all time. Happy birthday to you. Bill Bates says last 4, I think, will be oh, shit. Excuse me. Last 4, I think, will be Florida, Arkansas, Tennessee, and Oklahoma, says Bill Bates. Got 52 people in here. I think everybody thinks it's still rain delayed, but it's not. Don't mind sharing this thing out to get some more people in here. Hit that like button. That'll kick that algorithm for us. And if you can't share it out, then hitting that like button will actually tell YouTube to send it to more people. So hit the like button when you come in. It takes 2 seconds. And it's free.
Building towards the AUSL Championship at the end of July, and what a great moment for Pickens. Look at the reacts.
Well, they got golden tickets, but I think they didn't have any idea what number they were going.
Yes.
So the big surprise that she went number 1. I think a lot of people thought maybe Pickens or Nigeri Kennedy,
who went number 2.
That's right.
And then Maya Johnson, Smitty was thrilled that 3 pitchers went 1, 2, and 3.
When is that professional softball league begin?
We will see
Anybody
Pickens, and
know?
we'll see the likes of
Teresa?
Jocelyn Erickson,
You know
Reese
when the
Atwood, Leanne
professional
Good,
softball
Paige
league
Gould
starts
we saw
up?
earlier today. Ooh, off the body of Boyd. Anderson will be safe at first.
It's a drop ball in the inner half that's just a little bit too sweet. Anderson just drives that right back up the middle.
Oh, wow, that got her square on the leg. Don't think she got the glove in front of it in time.
She lands in a good position with that glove out in front of her, but when a ball's hit that hard back at you, exit velocity, mid-70s, very difficult to react.
So base runner here for Carolina, and back to the top of the order.
Yeah, runner on base, huh?
And their best power hitter, Tori
Way to
Inslee.
go, Cox. Can't beat those Cocks.
Down to the third, her first time up. Quickly goes 0-2.
Sort of weird, ain't it, with Washington? Washington says
South
the
Carolina can get some
softball
productive out. They had
professional
Brody on.
softball league.
Ensley reaches for it and pops it up.
Washington
One
World Series says it starts a few days after the College World Series.
Bunting winners
That's
last
crazy.
time to try to move runners
Sort
up.
of
That
weird
productive
because,
out is going to be so important. 0 for
You know,
6
the NFL and
today
the
with
college
runners
football,
on,
they play at
2
the same time,
strikeouts.
and so does the
Here's
NBA and
Lilio, singled her
men's
first time up.
basketball. But softball's still growing, so
Once at 5.
for a professional team to succeed, I think it was a good move to play it after the
This
season.
is
That
what
way
they
it's
had
not
talked about
competing
with
directly
the,
with the college
lineup
game.
change.
Because right now the
Ensley
college
the
game would
leadoff,
be
and now
more
Lilio
popular than the
second.
professional game in softball. It's a little more backwards than football and basketball right now. Just let it build itself up, and then maybe it could be on at the same time as college softball.
Choose Chrome. And the error is not going to help you out.
Glove by Boyer. The nice backhand for one over to first offline. They'll get the lead. 2 down.
Got 55 people in here. Glad to see y'all today.
Reflexes from the pitcher. Boyer to
Great
get that.
SEC
Yeah, there was no
tournament
hesitation.
softball
She was going to
today.
Pickens that time, unlike in that first inning where she had the double pump.
So here's Carly Shelton.
Go ahead, good shot. It may not have been.
Shelton reached on a fielder's choice back in the first. They had base runners in each of the first 3 innings. Down 1 courtesy of the Percy Yamas home run for Ole Miss back in the first inning. She's coming up again in the
There
fourth.
have been a lot of
for
hits
the
back to the pitcher this year. I've noticed that, Bill. You're right.
There's a shot and a diving grab out and
Oh,
left.
hell, that was a great play.
Tenley Grisham.
Great play by the Ole Miss
It's
outfielder.
another run saver.
Number 25.
Tenley
for the
Grisham was
hustle.
a really good job. This Ole
Boom,
Miss coaching
shakalaka.
staff talked about defense. It's imperative
Bill
that
Bates
they
says
have
there's
it.
been
They've
a
had it
lot
so
of hits
far.
back to
Grisham
the
with the
pitcher.
diving catch to get
I
out of
agree
the
with
jam.
that, as I said before.
I'm a delivery robot. And this burrito, it ain't gonna deliver itself.
And we're now in commercial break. We'll go back to the announcers when the commercials are over. This is a good time for everybody to ask me any questions that you want to ask me. Nitro says, how many did you end up with in the chat for the Kentucky-Mississippi State game? It was enormous. It was right at 500, Nitro, which is pretty big for live like that. So ended up getting a lot of subscribers out of it too. So we might have some Mississippi State people on the channel now, or Kentucky. More than likely, it's Mississippi State people. But I couldn't believe it got to 500. That was crazy. This one don't look like it's going to do as well. I had to start late again because once again they're so discombobulated with the damn start times and some of these links that are supposed to be up are not up until like right before the game starts. So what I'm going to start doing, I think after this one, is I'm going to start using my Disney, because I don't think they might give me a strike. It might give me a what's it called? Community. I forgot the term for it, but anyway, it won't be a community strike, but it will be a demonetization, which is not going to affect me.
And so I like that they're feeling comfortable getting lead bag outs and leaving their feet, feeling comfortable and free to do what they do.
Speaking of comfortable and free, Percy Yamas early in this game, what did you see off that swing off the bat?
Just a great timing, great swing, staying through that. Percy's a big player in a big moment. She's had so many big hits for us in the past couple, year and a half that she's been here, and we needed that, to kind of start the game off and get settled in. Toddy.
Thank you, Holly. Let's take a look at the best of the game, brought to you by T-Mobile.
And it is Percy Yamas. Look at the adjustment she's going to make on a pitch that was supposed to be on the inside corner, and it comes sweet right over the plate. She identifies it, and she barrels it up, head down. You could just see capitalizing on a pitch that's left a little bit too sweet. An 0-1 drop ball. She hammers it out for her 9th home run of the year.
Terrific last year in the SEC tournament, starting off well again this season. And Percy will lead it off 3, 4, and 5 to face Jory Hurd. That home run, the 6th that Hurd has given up in the last 6 games.
They'll give me a copyright for it.
Smash down the line, first one out.
Copyright strikes will shut the channel down.
And here comes
3
the
of them
home
in a
run
row.
swinging Matty George.
But it's just a plain copyright. You get
Freshman
away
from
with that.
Leander, Texas.
I think all they'll do is copyright.
Percy's been a really good mentor
Without
for
the
her.
strike,
We talked to
when I did the
Jamie
Disney.
Traxel earlier today.
I'm gonna do the Disney next time.
We talked about her leadership and guidance for the youngster.
Nitro says the South Carolina pitcher has some nice peaks.
It's always so helpful to have upperclassmen that have been
Here on this
through it.
channel, we are pants connoisseurs.
Check swing.
We like to
On
judge
the
the
grass, the
pants and how
backhand,
they're
one
athletically
not in
contoured
time.
to the athlete. And professionally speaking,
Little oops, base
what we're
hit for
trying to
Maddie.
do here. For some people,
So this is interesting because Rhodey's been
thin-skinned,
playing down the
and
line.
they
So
don't
look
like
at
you
where
talking
she's
about,
at and where the first,
people
the
being
second
attractive.
baseman's going to have to come.
Sure.
This ball,
Yeah.
it looks like potentially it could be Rhodey's, but because she is
Still breathing in the
basically
house.
hugging the line, that is a long
What's up?
play that Shelton has
Wasn't
to go
nobody
to get
fucking
it and
joking.
dribbles it over. Good job by George to beat that out. So the playing down the line has actually worked for Rhodey and South Carolina, but on that one, it's that shift a little bit too far.
I think I'm gonna try it at
over,
Disney next
able
time.
to beat out the base hit for George. Can't see
Why,
reason.
what?
I'm gonna try my Disney on my computer next time because I think that's what some people are doing.
Probably.
As long as I'm not using a rip site to do it, I'm probably gonna get a strike. I'll probably just get
Rounded
a
out to
copyright
your
without the
first
strike.
time home.
That's what I'd be worried about. Copyright.
Copyright I can do. Copyright strike you can't do.
Yeah.
Two different things. Because every time we do one of these, we get copyrighted. Every single time. We just don't get the strike.
I just don't know. Probably just the copyright, I would think.
What's
Hopefully,
that?
That one off.
hopefully it's just a copyright.
Hurd really
I
attacking
mean,
that
it
upper
is just
half of the plate.
copyright when we're doing it like this.
See her throw
Well,
that
like
arm
this,
sideline.
yeah, but I'm talking about directly
Hurd,
from
41
Disney.
pitches, 9 balls,
Right.
and strike percentage at 84%.
The two of them's done disappeared.
Yeah, she's been outstanding.
Well, that's good. So you got one to play with, really.
Right.
What's up? I am Sooner.
Off the bag.
There was no way Queen of the Lunch Bunch was getting back to first base on that one.
This is South Carolina team that knows
Man, that
how to
Kentucky
position,
game was
they
heart-wrenching
are in
to
their
watch.
spots, and there's a purpose to everywhere they are.
They just
put.
can't,
Anderson
you
gonna
know, man.
cross
They
this up
just
over to Rhodey. 20 seconds.
And that girl started balling.
For South Carolina.
She was trying to. She almost threw a complete game, and then all of a sudden it just fell apart and went in.
Meet the Ryans. A happy family.
That's
on
the
the
story of
outside. From
Kentucky
inside the
season.
country, it's a
I know.
sad,
Think
sad
about it.
reality.
I
And they were
mean,
balling. Normally I make fun of them doing that, but I wasn't making fun of them. I felt bad for them.
that's the story of their season. They
They
play
lost.
well. They keep it close, and then it falls apart.
They said they done lost 23 in a row, and now it's 24 in a row.
We got 52 people on YouTube and 13 on X. Looks like we got a good amount of the Outlaw Posse in here tonight. I see a couple of different names. Joshua B. Young, Austin Willis Jr., Mark Wages. Got some new faces up in here.
Yeah.
And I see a whole lot of Outlaw Posses and badges like old Fred Bagley and the Burton Bunch. And I am Sooner. Teresa's up in here with us today. Good to see you, Teresa. George Fry is in the house.
There's a new name.
Benny Trochet.
Mike Carter is a new name. Welcome in, Mike Carter. We got a lot of subscribers off that last one.
Thunder OU Sooners in the house.
They're still coming in.
Always good to see Thunder OU Sooner. Thunder OU Sooner thinks it's a copyright strike.
No, it's not. He might be talking about Disney.
Mark, if you haven't, that's what he's talking about. Mark, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, brother, go ahead and do so, man. We'd love to have you around.
Yeah, he's a new one. He's a new subscriber.
Nice. Is Mark, who is your, what's Mark's fandom? Who is he?
He's a Gamecock.
He is a Gamecock fan. All right, I like it. So, Mark, how do we feel about, is Shane Beamer still the coach? Beamer's still the coach, right? How are we feeling about Beamer this year? Oh, Mark says he's a Razorback. Arkansas. My nephew, my godson, is about to be a freshman at Arkansas in the fall. I'll be visiting him in Fayetteville for sure. So, Mark, give me some good spots to hit with my nephew in Fayetteville when I go to visit my godson and play 53-year-old wingman to an 18-year-old. Where do we go? Where do I take my godson out in Fayetteville? Wiseman Willis says, Lady Vols Nation. We got a Carlin Pickens fan in the house. Wiseman loves him some Lady Vols action. I can dig it. I can dig it. The Wood Pig. Got to check out the Wood Pig. What's some good eats in Fayetteville? What's the spot to get the good food in Fayetteville? My drinking days are largely over. But where can I get some good victuals when I go down to Fayetteville? That's all right. Give me some good spots in Arkansas in general then. And Wiseman, with regard to your Lady Vols, how are we feeling? The beginning of the year looked like Tennessee was dominating. Then they kind of unraveled for a little while, right? Or at least didn't play nearly their potential. And now they kind of ended the year strong again. So how are we feeling about the Lady Vols going into the postseason, or the SEC tournament for that matter? Powerhouse Steak and Seafood, says Mike Carter. Is that an Arkansas spot? Whole Hog Cafe, he said, in Conway. All right, I'm going to have to make some notes here. There's a place in LSU called the Chimes, which is one of my favorite restaurants of all time. And they do you can get it either blackened or fried gator. Money. Just money. the veteran does a half and half. Give me a little mix. Give me some fried gator and some blackened gator. That's the veteran move. Wiseman's feeling good about the Lady Vols. He feels like the Lady Vols are on their second wind and ascending.
It might be. We was talking about that earlier. They certainly looked good against Alabama after getting blowed out in the first game.
Yeah.
Warriors mechanics just
They looked really good against my team, Alabama. Really
getting
good.
those margins on the
Especially the pitcher. She looked like she's coming around.
Yeah, she had great pants, too.
Yeah.
Do it again.
So as you can see, Wasp is a volunteer.
Slow roller stays
So
fair.
I can't pick on Tennessee too much. I'm going to piss Wasp off.
I don't know, Smitty, in our 30 years, if we've ever seen this much.
Sammy
traction,
said, no
2
offense, but
centimeters inside the bag
Richard
at
B
first.
cooks the steaks for that lady.
Everything's going there.
There's only one man preparing meat for Tammy. That's Richard B.
there, which is even crazier.
Richard's got the meat, baby.
There's only one butcher in Tammy Burton's neighborhood. That's Richard B.
Pitchers duel.
Richard brings the meat. He mows the lawn. He does it all for Tammy.
He's like Sam the Butcher going to meet Alice. That's Richard B. Sam the Butcher going to hit on his queen, Tammy B. There's only one butcher in the Burton household, and that's Mr. Richard. The fishing hole, all right. I'll make a note of that. I told him my nephew, I don't think I even told you this, my nephew is going to be a freshman at Arkansas in the fall.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm actually looking forward to it.
I just play it with me. I like Arkansas. I do like the Pigs a little bit.
I'm gonna go up there and visit him, see if I can't be a wingman for my nephew in college. What do you think about that? What do you think my chances are of being a wingman at 53 years old?
You're probably gonna get sacked like your quarterback did up there.
I ain't gonna get sacked by no beta male. I can promise you that.
Baker Mayfield got his ass sacked by the Fayette PD.
That'd be a big difference. I won't be drunk.
They should get the Fayetteville PD to play defense for everybody against Baker.
That's a
That's
fact.
nobody else catching. Nobody else can catch Baker, but the Fayetteville PD did.
Fayetteville PD took him down quick, but he was inebriated. He wasn't running at full throttle.
Yeah, but still, man, that dude was sort of chunky. He shouldn't have been able to catch you even if he was inebriated.
Dude, he's like, he
You
was
like
hammered, man.
He
He
a piece
was
of-
so hammered.
All right.
Lori not far behind her. Who's going to get to Laura Espinosa's record first?
Oh, more to come on that as you check out the SEC tournament
Well,
bracket.
we get the winner of Arkansas, Mississippi State. We would have to get stuck with Arkansas.
Quarterfinals on Thursday
I think
night.
Arkansas is the most dangerous team
One
in
of
the
the top
tournament.
4 seeds. They were the regular
I
season
agree.
champs. You get the number 1 seed.
Really
so they,
concerned
top
about
4, get a
Arkansas.
double
I
bye.
don't want to have to play them.
Leilana Applin. And a diving grab out and left by Lilio.
How about this
One
for us?
down.
A shake-up. Two teams
She's
sort of
so
getting
fun
hot
to
at the same
watch.
time.
Obviously, the smile.
How about Arkansas and Tennessee
Great job out of
in
left
the SEC
field.
title game?
Reading this ball looks like it's going to dump.
I mean, it'd
down
be
and
good. It'd be fun to watch.
Great first
No
step.
question about that. By the way, that outfielder is an Oklahoma transfer.
And just look at that. No smile, nothing. Like, hey, this is my job. I'm going to go get this ball.
Well,
Sure
can't
was.
everybody
And you can
play
tell
for the
it's still
Sooners?
wet out there as far as she slid on that grass.
Some people just ain't championship.
Lilio. Oh, don't worry. Bama's got a lot of transfers littered all over the place.
But that has been a lot of fun.
Jordy
watching
from
Rebels,
balls.
UCLA
So she's
sluggers,
coming
Megan
for
Grant,
Oklahoma.
Jordan Woolery chasing Laura
I
Espinosa.
was wondering if Jordy Farm Ball is going to play professional softball. I don't know if she was in that draft or not.
They tell me that the softball, professional softball league begins after the college softball season.
I think that's right.
Year. I think that we've seen.
I said the reason why I probably do it is
team
because they
record,
can't really compete with the college game right
their
now.
record of
Unlike the NFL and NBA, who can.
Set by that 2021 team. UCLA as well has blown through that record.
Who's
Tied
OU?
now at 173.
Mike, we did not forget about OU. We basically streamed every Oklahoma game all year.
Who's OU?
Yeah.
Jordan Hurt has been so
Oh,
effective.
who?
She's really affecting our ability
What?
to tell stories tonight.
What? Where'd that come from?
I don't think we missed one game. Actually, I think we streamed every single OU game this year.
I was just saying outside the box for a sort of a power game that nobody's thinking about. I was just saying Arkansas and Tennessee would be that game.
Textbook.
I think it'd be a great game to watch.
Who do I think it's going to be? I think it's probably going to be Oklahoma and Arkansas, or Oklahoma and Alabama.
Into the gap,
That's
the
what I
infield
think.
was in, and a run's going to score for Ole Miss. RBI
Oh,
the number
piss!
9 hitter,
Just
Taylor
scored
Morgan.
again.
Well,
Done took your shit.
And you can see the outfield. Lilio, the left fielder pulled in. Ensley, the center fielder as well. So look at where they're at here, and this
Am I
ball
going to
is going to go
stream
right
football?
into the gap. And because
We're going to
the
try to do some
infield is
football.
pulled in, the defense and the
Get a little more
outfield is pulled
stringent
in, that's going to make it
on
all
what
the
we
way
can
to
do
the
with
wall.
football.
Easily going to score. Grisham all the way from first base.
And one of my community strikes was for me hijacking the national title game.
Hitting them where they're not.
I hijacked the hell out of that shit. I deserved that strike.
Fifth extra base hit of the season. That's
But it
why
was
the
fun while it
infield, the
lasted.
outfield was playing shallow
I went down like a blaze of glory, like that Bon Jovi song.
to make it 2-0. And now the top of the order, Kennedy Bunker. A strikeout and a ground.
Ooh, streaming football games.
Ooh. Lord.
Senior
Mark wants to know we're going to stream any football games.
Well, I mean, that's the plan, but we got to see
Put me a little more
what
strict.
kind of teams we can get.
A much cooler
A
moment
little more
than
strict on
in
the
the
football.
Mississippi State series when she led off.
I think
the
we
game
can
with
do
a
it
home
actually,
run.
but
And
we
then
got to.
the
I won't
Rebels
know
the
until
same
we
game
won't
with
know
another
until the
home
season
run.
starts.
I may not be able to get the
Yeah,
huge
that doesn't. I
games.
don't.
I may not be able to get
I've
like
never
an
heard of that
Oklahoma,
happen.
Michigan.
I mean, been around the game a long time. That's pretty impressive.
I don't know.
Alabama and Georgia.
Wow, another terrific snag by Rhodey at first,
Wow.
the Gold Glover.
See that? See that right
Another
there?
run up for the Rebs.
Yeah, Topo Chico.
Yeah, that shit right there makes my stomach feel good. Yeah, my stomach feels a little weird.
The Gold Glover, Rhodey, getting the third out of the inning.
I Am Sooner says he can't remember the name of the bar, but remember the place inside the front door. You had to go up a flight of stairs on the right. Was there that night. Coors went on sale for the first time in Arkansas. First time
Coors.
Coors went on sale, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
We're not going to probably remember the bar either.
Coors is awful. Coors is terrible.
Not according to Johnny Lawrence.
Yeah, I know. Johnny Lawrence loves him some Coors. He loves Coors.
He gets those little round bottles.
He gets it's god damn it.
It's funny as hell. Man.
Banquet. Coors Banquet.
Yeah, he gets that Coors Banquet shit, man. Have you ever watched the Cobra Kai series?
Oh, dude, I love that show.
That shit is it's so cheesy, man. It's awesome, man. It's just like
But
nostalgic.
the first two seasons to me are just, I mean, the first season is great, man. I mean, it is so good. It's brilliant to come back and focus on Johnny Lawrence and have him be a burned out high school hero, you know?
That's right.
And the second season, just as good. The subsequent seasons, I like them. I still like the show.
Right.
But the first two seasons for me are just, for nostalgia purposes, man, are just so good. Dude.
The first,
So good.
I'd say the first three for me were good, but the last couple of series were just
Yeah,
I was just watching them just because I like watching Johnny Lawrence.
Yeah.
They don't tell you what he's
dude,
going to do, man.
At the end of the end of the first season, that big fight at the end of the first season, that is so cool, man. That is such a great, like, it's awesome. I love that show.
I liked it when he told Danielson that kick that he beat him with was illegal.
Yeah.
He kept bringing that shit up, man.
So good.
And it was illegal.
It was illegal.
Obviously, execution.
That's the thing about it. It's the truth.
He should have been disqualified.
They even brought back old girl for, I think, in season 4.
Yeah, 3. I think it was 3.
A hot-ass girl.
Yeah, Elizabeth Shue.
Yes, God. Mighty cute hot, man. Oh, man. I'm so happy to see her. And she still looks good for 58.
Yeah, she's gorgeous, man. She's the best part of Karate Kid.
Well, you have to have that efficiency if you're going to make a run in this tournament, playing this early. Need 5 wins in 5 days to win the championship.
That remake they made of Karate Kid, it wasn't called Cobra Kai movie. Nitro. I think it was called Karate Kid something. It's when Daniel's son met up with
that's really
this guy that plays in
Rush
Rush Hour.
Your opponents earn it. You know, every aspect
Plays
of it.
what?
Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio were in the remake of the Karate Kid
It's really
movie.
been outstanding. I mean, on a stat
And
line, you
it
look
wasn't
at
very good.
her coming in,
Like
she's given up
Nitro
27
said, it wasn't
home runs.
very
She
good.
had over 80 walks
Yeah.
coming into today's game, but she has been so efficient, has really hammered that glove side of the plate. You usually don't see that, Beth. A lot of pitchers
Now,
are
having my
very
friend move the
comfortable on
couch
the
today,
arm side
man,
of
I
the plate.
felt
She's been
something.
working this
Felt
very
something pop like right here.
lineup for South Carolina on the
See right
out
here?
half, and
Feel
Say
breeze.
that again?
South Carolina has
Look
not been
right
able
here.
to catch up to that pitch.
See right here?
Yeah.
And I felt something pop. I was helping me move the couch, man. My fucking arm was killing me.
That ain't good, man.
It was some kind of muscle or something. Down here making deals. Thunder, you center said Danny LaRusso should have been disqualified for stealing one of the judges' black belts.
Should have.
Funny how that shit turned, huh? So like wrestling, man. He turned a bad guy into a good guy.
It's on the outer half. This one actually bled.
John Lawrence like Stone Cold.
The zone. You could see the
Went from
way
good
that
to from
Bunker
bad
is
to
gonna
good.
catch us. Look at the way this pitch starts on the outer half, and it kind of leaks back into the zone. You can see the way that Bunker catches it. That's a pitch that you have to go out as a hitter. You've got to go see.
Yeah, that one bully they brought back, that guy was tall as hell. He was older. He had gray hair, but he had that long ponytail.
3 of them looking.
The Karate Kid, I think it was Karate Kid 2. The tall guy with the
Terry Silver.
Yeah, that mug, man. He was really good at playing the villain. He was an excellent villain.
Yeah.
He's all cocky and shit, man.
It's all positioning right
By the
there.
hey, I sent you a text message, by the way.
My husband just wasn't lasting long enough.
All right,
in
your
marriage.
highness.
It was frustrating. I love him, but it got to.
Single back in the 3rd. Good on the off speed in there, under 60
Jesus
miles an hour.
Christ, man. Oh, shit. Oh man.
It popped up in my feed.
I'm gonna have to bite my tongue.
It's about a 13 mile an hour difference from the pitch prior. Throwing some smoke at 71.
Will you?
Yeah, she's been
Yeah,
on
just
point.
let it roll.
We'll see.
Speed about 58 miles an hour, so just
We'll
really good
see.
separation.
Miss Jeff Slow there with the chain.
Man.
Oh shit.
Now they have these websites now where you can buy a car online without even having to go look at it, like Carvana.
See tomorrow.
I bought a vehicle like that before. And it worked out really well.
Yeah. But it would be like what you texted me. It'd be like someone buying a car without having Carvana.
Tennessee.
It'd be like someone just calling someone on the phone saying, "Hey, I want that car that's in your yard that you got my picture on Facebook."
Carlin Pickens.
Yeah, without any, you can't guarantee it. So yeah, that's right.
Don't get to try it out. See how it runs.
Outstanding.
See how bad it sucks?
That staff with the number 1 ERA in the
Doesn't.
nation.
It was sucky.
Another full count.
Maybe it doesn't.
All right. I'm able to control myself. Oh, man. That's funny. It sort of made my day. This game was a little slow tonight. It's nothing compared to the game earlier where it just started going off. Man. It's like 500 people in here.
A couple of Ks in the inning. And it remains.
Maybe it's because you're not asking for likes. You're better at asking for likes
On
than
the
me.
outer half has been on
I don't
point.
know.
Look at the over-the-top rotation on this.
Some reason-
Sammy, we are looking forward to the day when Lily Burton is playing for OU also, so that we have an insider for the team.
A happy family on the outside, but from inside the
We
pantry.
can't wait.
Snack
We're gonna have to do an interview with Lily.
I think I know why this one ain't taking off as well. And I'll make sure that next time it will be corrected. Not only but the fact that I'm just starting at sporadic times. The damn tournament game was, man, AI lies bad, man. You can't trust AI at all.
No.
They told me the game started at 6 o'clock today and it's a 4 o'clock game.
Well, it's listed as 6 o'clock on ESPN.
Oh, okay. But might have done that for the weather.
I don't know.
They'll just if there's impending weather, they will back that shit up and not even tell you. You just be on there and go, oh shit, the game's in the 4th inning. Damn. Be like us trying to watch a football game until it started at 2:30 and then they back it up to 12 noon and we go in there and the game's almost over.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
They don't give nobody no heads up, man. You have to be sitting there watching that shit like a hawk. You have to just have nothing to do, just be sitting around your house being a complete loser to see that shit on time all the time.
And even then, you still can't guard against it. They change it all the time.
Yeah, it's aggravating as hell, man. Speaking of dumbasses, all 3 of them were dumbasses, just so you know.
Oh, I heard them earlier.
Well, but what do we see
They're all
here?
dumbasses.
Earn back at it again. Let's go.
Her first inning homer put him ahead. Another run. 2-zip Revs. Guys close to moving on.
They need to deport Darren Noble. They send his ass back to Iraq.
Behind Mackenzie Pippins.
Who?
Top of the 6th.
Darren Noble, or wherever he's from, man. He's from Iraq or Turkey or somewhere.
Be there, but I like
He sent his
Percy
ass
Yaya.
back.
I think that's got a nice ring to it.
The man announcer.
Yeah,
Yeah. Rebels to face Jory Hurd.
Oh,
Gave up a
snap.
run in the first
Taking
on the
shots
Thomas
in
home
here.
run, and then a run in the 5th. Opposite way.
Man, Tammy, if we done a game at the Burton place, man, we would get so liquored up, man, they'd probably give me 3 community strikes in one night.
You make a mistake, and she's going to finish it. This pitch just floats back over.
Tammy
the
and
zone,
Richard
her
get me
safety
banned.
says, "Pow!" Gets
All
it
these
out of
shots
the
they be
park.
doing.
Number
Look, she already got
pitch.
nitro to drink.
It gets out.
She asked me to take his shot. He said, I did.
Fast.
Tammy getting everybody liquored up in here.
That's all right.
That's the 3rd game of the day.
What kind of shots are we doing tonight?
We'll have highlights from
Shot,
Auburn's
shot,
win
shot,
over
shot.
Missouri and
That's the
Mississippi
sound I
State's
need to
win
get.
over Kentucky.
I'm fixing to get it right now.
Comebacks. We've already had a walk-off win today.
What are the
And unfortunately for Missouri and Kentucky, not only eliminated from the SEC tournament, but their records are below 500, so they cannot be considered
Whiskey,
for
says
inclusion
Will
in the
Smith.
NCAA tournament.
the good stuff?
You know,
So the possibility of 13 of the 15 maybe going to the NCAAs.
that's a good stipulation that they have in softball. They need to do in college basketball. If your record's under 500, it don't matter if you win your tournament or not. You don't get to go to the NCAA tournament in softball.
I mean, it's fair. I think it's fair.
That's what I'm thinking.
Tammy's shooting some Jameson. When my youngest brother got engaged, we went to one of my favorite restaurants in New Orleans called Giacomo's. And Jacques, the owner of the place, who's a great chef, but he's a drunk. He kept coming in the back. We had our wedding bachelor party dinner down there. It was like 15, 20 of us. And he kept coming in the back, bringing us complimentary shots of Jameson.
I mean, if you're normal,
So we got hammered on Jameson.
Think about in front of the bag or even off the bag. That's down the line. That gets in the corner. That's a double, potentially a triple, depending on the speed of the athlete. And box
5 spectacular plays at first base right down the line tonight.
Man, South Carolina's running out of time.
That usually is not the norm. I mean, they are playing there. You typically will see them off. The third basemen are off.
They are running out of time.
Over at third. Holly?
Well, Michelle, I don't know if this matters or not, but I thought I would share it with you in case it does. So I was talking to Jory Hurd about what her pitches are doing this year and how she's really working them. And she said she's working on a two-seam to develop more run. I don't know if that's why you're getting more balls hit at first base, but
that's right, Teresa.
She's trying to add to her arsenal and relying on a lot more right now.
I love hearing that because there's absolutely way different movement between
a did get engaged. Very much congratulations to Howard and Sunshine.
Over the top. Yanked foul. A four-seam over the top is going to give you more down, so a little more run or movement laterally on a two-seam versus a four-seam. I used to throw my drop ball both ways, four-seam and a two-seam. Yeah, I would throw a two-seam fastball, though, that had a little more curve spin to it, so you got to experiment with your grips.
She's got a double and a single. That was 80 miles an hour, the exit velo. 70 is considered really good in softball.
Yeah, anytime you get up near 80 miles an hour, you usually hit it through the infield.
Pulls that one to the right side. And a 1, 2, 3.
All right.
2-0. Ole Miss.
All right, South Carolina's down to their last 6 outs, or they are going to exit stage left in the very first round. And considering they are the favorite in this matchup, not so good. No bueno. Will Smith said he's about to go play some softball at the Air Force Base.
I found Tammy's song.
All right, let's hear it.
Let me put it on here real quick for Tammy Burton. Tammy's been calling for it all night. She says it's that time of the night, so here it is. Your way and your way only, Tammy.
Everybody is on. Shots, 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 shots. Everybody. Shots, 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 shots. Ain't the party rock. Everybody is on. Shots, 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 shots. Everybody. Shots, 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 shots.
And that's just for you, Tammy Burton, because you're always calling for shots. Had to get that one.
Hell yeah. You got to throw it back. Throw the Jameson back. That nice, smooth Irish whiskey.
I never really have partook in Jameson. Is it pretty good?
Oh, yeah.
What kind of liquor is it?
It's Irish whiskey.
Down there. We've got ourselves a 2-1 ball game to the bottom of the 6th.
That's what Tommy
face Tennessee tomorrow. The loser is
Tommy Shelby drinks, man. Irish. Every time they ask him what kind of whiskey he wants, Scotch or Irish, he always said Irish. So in essence,
potentially
Jameson is the drink of Tommy Shelby. I'm just saying.
Little dribbler off the end of the bat.
Oh, got it.
Not just seeding 1 through 16.
Come on, Gamecocks.
but also
Don't let old
seeds
piss
17
beat you.
through 32. So each site will have a 1 seed and
Terry
a 2 seed,
said,
or the, the highest seed, and then the
"What's up, Terry?
second
Good to see you,
highest seed.
man."
There is a lot still to be determined,
That's a
including
fact.
who will be the overall number one.
It's been a crazy year.
Will Smith said that Fireball is the state drink in
A
Arkansas.
lot of shuffling up and down this year.
A little Fireball. You like you some Fireball?
Arkansas is the current number one.
I've tried it a few times. It's all right.
That's cinnamon.
I don't like shit that sort of burns a little bit, though.
In the 20 years of seeding, it has only happened twice.
Yeah, I guess all liquor
The
burns a
final
little
number
bit.
one RPI was not.
Some more than others, though.
Yeah, that one a little bit more.
You know, you can get some pretty smooth shit now. It's not cheap, but you can get some stuff that won't burn much at all.
I'll tell you what.
So like that.
Did I quit messing with?
So there's a look at your
It's Everclear with Hawaiian Punch. Punch. That shit got me good one time. I ain't never messing with that shit again.
You get down near that 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, Everclear is no good, man.
Bubbles. Is it
That's
possible
some crazy shit.
I believe that shit tried to shut my kidneys down.
UCLA
I shot Everclear one night, and I mean,
I'm definitely not shooting it.
if you shoot it straight, like I shot a shot glass of it.
Yeah.
It coats your lungs and your nose. You can't breathe for like 30 seconds after you drink. You can't breathe. It's just alcohol.
More if your big wins are on the
It's
road
all
or at
bait.
home.
Your strength of
I
schedule.
drank some punch one night and got on the radio station down here in Tuscaloosa. They like to kick me off of there.
Well, that's trash can punch, dude. That'll tear you up.
That's a big hit. Shelton driving that ball back.
Peppermint schnapps and chase it with beer? No, dude. That was
third inning.
That's a young man's game right there.
Retired 9 in a row.
With all due respect, nah, we gotta move to something else, Mark.
I used to be really shy about getting on the radio. So what I do is I get a little drunk before I go on there. 'Cause I was not better when I'm drinking. So I used to get a little liquored up every time I go on there. Ryan would ask me to be on the show, and I'd say, all right, I get these few shots in and I go on there. And I'd have them rolling. I had this Florida Gator guy wanting to kill me. His name was Gator Man. Go figure. I mean, that's so original. But he'd call in, man. He'd always be race baiting. Right?
Yeah.
So I started calling him Gator Race Baiting. He got mad as hell, man. He called in the show and started cussing. They had to bleep him out and they banned him from the show because of me.
That's great. I am sooner said some white lightning. Double run through the still. Little white lightning.
We need her
I've had some white lightning before. I had some white lightning.
Well, I am soon like Uncle Jesse.
Huh?
I am soon like Uncle Jesse on the Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. I had buddy of mine brought some moonshine soaked peaches back. It was obviously in a jar of clear liquor. And then the peaches soaked it all in. And dude, he took the peaches out and like cutting slices of them off, you know, and eat a little slice of that soaked peach in the moonshine. The shit was like taking value. It messed you up quick.
That damn hunch punch sneak up on you. You'd be sitting there all of a sudden, you get up and try to walk. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Takes a look at strike one.
Yeah, it's instant drunk.
Like, I'm good. And you jump up and try to walk off, and you can't walk.
Instant drunk.
Boyer continuing to be just on point on the outer half of the plate.
Ground ball to short. The throw over to first. Got her. Threat denied as we head to the seventh.
All right.
Still up a deuce.
Down to their last 3 outs, South Carolina. They're going to be the first favorite to lose in the SEC tournament.
Actually, Missouri lost to Auburn.
Oh, did Missouri lose?
Yeah, they got beat by Auburn. Auburn just gave up 25 runs to LSU in one game, and then they try and beat Missouri. That basically screws Missouri out of going to the playoffs.
That's so great.
I also got my new phone.
Missouri's so dumb.
Everything all right? I heard screaming.
Barn monkeys and mid
Take one off the field right now to submit his expenses.
Got that from the Oklahoma people. Well, y'all start calling them mid poo. That fits. Out in the middle of shit. Oh, shitty ass state in the middle of
I foster a
shit.
lot of dogs. One time, this Instacart shopper.
Well,
it was really stressful.
Show me state. Show me what. What y'all gonna show me?
And then a slice of cake. She went out of her way to walk through it with me, which meant a lot.
I would like to
Instacart
just
definitely
point
makes
out
everything feel less overwhelming.
Look, that they did all that talking before the season, before the football season last year. All that talking.
I don't have to worry.
All that talking.
And I switched from regular polos to this.
And
the brand is called Colorado. They make a regular stretchy golf shirt.
Ended the season as an afterthought. Nobody's even talking about Missouri.
No dry cleaning.
Nobody's really talking about Missouri or Eli Trinkowitz coming into this season because everybody knows it's the same old thing. I'm telling you, I'm surprised they even have a sports program. I mean, it shocks me all the time. They suck in every way.
They're right where they're going to be.
Make your browser safe.
As long as you go 7-5 or 8-4 with them, you can get a lifetime contract there.
Choose Google Chrome for your computer.
Well, that's what they're going to be. 8-5 if they're lucky on a regular basis.
Actually still stands as the game winner.
Every once in a while, they'll have a 10-2. Every once in a while, they'll have a 10-2, but it won't amount to anything.
Emma Friedel is the new pitcher out there for the Gamecocks. Bolt facing 5, 6, and 7.
This game is not.
He is
I don't understand why this game's not doing the numbers the last game did. I think the last game was because Kentucky was a home team or something.
Talked a little bit about Friedel wanting to get her more innings, opportunities.
Right there behind second base is Shelton, positioned perfectly. She was sitting right there waiting for it, Smitty.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, it looks like South Carolina might be the second team then to lose.
You're going to be in a second base position.
Mississippi State almost got
all
it.
the way up the middle.
Kentucky almost
this
got
is
them.
normally a base hit. When that comes off your bat as a hitter, you're like, yes, base hit up the middle. And then you go, no. Shelton.
Will Smith agrees with you.
Outstanding positioning.
Missouri's
Exactly
football coach is a D-bag.
Yep.
There's Ackland.
You gotta drink with reminds me of one of those cocky ass frat boys.
Yeah.
0-2.
Arkansas has a new head coach. We'll see if things get better. Yeah, y'all got Silverfield, right?
Yep.
Ooh. Little network. Shelton able to hold her ground.
What do you think about him? You think he's going to be a good coach?
I don't know. I think that Arkansas just went out and grabbed him because everybody else was
second base
taking.
position. But look at the way this is going to cue ball.
I think Arkansas picked a bad time to try to hire a new coach because there were so many big programs hiring coaches.
Good job of reacting at the last second.
Well,
Grisham, first pitch swinging.
They
6, 7, and 8.
That's why they better if Alabama and Oklahoma decides to fire somebody. They need to wait.
Their last chance to get something done. We've seen.
Well, he did okay at Memphis, didn't he?
In each of the
Yeah, he
first
did.
2 games,
But a lot of coaches go through Memphis and then get bigger jobs and then shit the bed.
Yeah.
You know,
in the first 2
Justin
games.
Fuentes went to Virginia Tech and he shit the bed. The guy down at Florida State, what's his name?
Shit.
He was from
Norvell.
Yeah, he's from Memphis and he's been shitting the bed.
Norvell.
The only reason he ain't been fired is because they didn't want to pay the buyout.
Yeah.
Everybody that comes from Memphis is shit the bed just about.
Well, I think Arkansas needed to change a coach though, man. They,
Well, they had to, but what I would have done was I just would have rehired Bob Petrino.
Backhanded
His first couple of games he coached with them as the interim, they were actually playing pretty well.
Yeah, Mark, what did you think about that? Should they have just gone with Petrino instead of Silver? I mean, it is kind of a lateral thing, right? Other than the baggage of Petrino, formerly at Arkansas.
Petrino had him in the top 5 when he was there the first time.
Would it have been better to just make Petrino the coach, knowing that you're not going to get you're just only keeping him until the right time to get the new coach? You know, maybe you just have him 1 year, and it just gives you a jump on finding the right guy, particularly when there aren't as many big programs looking for coaches.
Petrino was put in a bad situation, and like I said, after Pittman left, they started competing. They win a bunch of games that they should have won at the end. And,
yeah, that's right.
They could have easily won 2 or 3 games. And Petrino had him in the top 5 his first time. I think if he had a full season to get his shit back together, I think Petrino would have been a good hire. But he had a lot of baggage and a lot of shit went under the bridge.
Yeah.
It's sort of like Lane Kiffin out here at Tuscaloosa. He's out here, had an alias named Joey Freshwater. He's going out on campus humping the boosters' daughters. And so, yeah, Lane Kiffin probably ain't ever going to be welcome in Tuscaloosa.
Joey Freshwater.
That's a true story, by the way.
That's so goofy, man. Joey Freshwater.
Yeah, these athletes come up with the weirdest fake names. I mean, you remember Michael Vick was calling himself Ron Mexico.
I forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. Wow. Yes, Josh, we are talking about Arkansas's new head football coach.
They were just debating on whether it was a good hire and whether they should have went with Petrino. Petrino wasn't really given a fair shot, in my opinion, to run the program. But I guess everybody has their own opinion. Oklahoma will play the winner of LSU and Georgia.
Man.
Now, I don't know if you want to play LSU right now. Them mugs are scoring some points. It's 25 on Auburn.
Yeah, they had an explosion.
Emily Boyer, who has allowed just 4 hits.
All right, that's the last 3 outs.
Is that loud enough?
Yeah.
She has been on point, that drop ball. Heavy, great.
I don't have a turning bracket on me. They just put one up for you, though. It's funny you asked for that, and they put one up.
It's the second inning against Boyer.
I need to have one available.
And it's 2-1 to Lexi Winters. In foul territory in the backhand for Yamas. Let's check
down to 2 outs.
the handiwork of Emily Boyer tonight.
Yeah, Boyer's hitting that outer half of the zone. South Carolina just not seeing 5 strikeouts out there. 4 of the 5 are looking. Look at the movement. Look at the perfection of putting that on the edges. Great downward movement at 70 miles an hour. Boyer has been on point with that drop ball. Rolling the ground balls, 5 strikeouts. Yeah, 7 ground balls.
Even Stephen.
Working from ahead. And that pitch, throwing it just enough, a 58-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch. It blends and tunnels so well with that 71-mile-an-hour drop. Yeah, you see Boyer throwing a game like today. You wonder how she gave up 27 runs this year.
She struck out Tate Davis twice.
You want a rally cry for him?
Go ahead.
Charge. Come on, Carolina. Come on, Carolina.
I like it.
That's a perfect example. That's a drop on the outer half.
Any more
and you
songs
see
you
the way
want on
that
here?
Davis is
Or
around
should we not be
that.
playing
So
during
South
the game?
Carolina is just not letting that.
I
pitch
got
on the
one.
outer
I got
drop.
one ready. It's
Never
going to be a
really
response to
drop on the outer
your
when
song
you're
was to get
over
them
the top
pumped
of
up and get them going.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what you were trying. That's what you were doing, which is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
South Carolina should be showing a little more pride here. They're at home.
No, they're not.
No, they're not at home. Sorry, never mind. But they are ranked. They are ranked, and
Yeah, exactly.
and what's her face? It's not Ole Miss.
Davis lines it to second.
Oh,
Pickens is there.
now here's my song for him.
And a pinch hitter.
That's the kind of day it looks like it is for South Carolina. You're down to your last out.
That's right.
Hit here in the 8th spot. Last chance for the Gamecocks.
Say you can't beat those cops, but they look like they're getting beat right now. I got a song for Teresa and Tammy. We need to get Teresa and Tammy up dancing since we're done shots. So I wonder if Teresa and Tammy can dance to a little something, something.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see.
All right, we're down to our last strike.
Give me that junkie butt and them big old legs. I ain't too hard to beg. Ain't no shame in this game. I'm gonna break it down and bag like Jane. Please. 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 Let me ride that donkey, donkey. 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 Please. Please.
Look at that donkey. That little girl had a big old donkey.
I wasn't even trying to do that. It just happens whenever you play that song. It just happens.
Did not go.
I'm not even trying to do it. It just you play donkey butt and it just goes right in the rock.
Need to get that one by Apache. What's that song called Apache does?
Which song that who does?
The rap group's called Apache.
Kennedy Bunker, who's been so good behind the dish
I might be saying her name wrong.
I don't know.
this evening.
The song's called Apache. I think it's by Sugar Hill or somebody like that.
All right, she's set, ready to go. Called strike 3 to end it.
Game over.
And Ole Miss wins it 2-zip. To face Tennessee tomorrow night. Strikeout number 6, 5 of them looking.
Outstanding effort by Boyer, as you mentioned. 5 of the 6 strikeouts looking just super command of that drop ball, on point at the knees and on the corners.
Well,
Boyer's over the top, but how
that's
about
it.
Catcher
You gonna be
set
showing
a
some
little bit
games
on the
tomorrow
other
or
half,
what?
moving to the inside, drop ball, really good
that?
location.
You're gonna be showing some softball games tomorrow from the SEC tournament during the daytime.
Yeah, I got to get the game times.
Of the game.
You got some game times on them?
I don't have them yet, but tomorrow I'm staying at the store all day, and I can
in the first.
I can actually do it with you like normal. I'll just have to get up every once in a while when somebody walks in the store.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So tomorrow we'll be on like Donkey Kong.
What time you get off?
I'll be able to do it during the day. I get off at 5. But I'll be able to do it during the daytime. I'll hit you up in the morning.
Remember that song? Got a catchy. Jump on it. Jump on it.
Jump on it. Jump on it. Jump on it. Keep us on it. Jump on it. Jump on it. Jump on it.
That's an old one, man.
Jump on it. Jump on it. Jump on it. I'll pass it. Jump on it. Jump on it.
That's old. That's old school.
It's up there. 11 a.m. 11 a.m. to you got to subtract an hour because that's Eastern time. 10 o'clock our time. First game. Second game is 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and then I couldn't see the last one.
All right. Well, I'll be able to do it at 1.
There's 4 of them tomorrow.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do all that.
Well, I'll call you in the morning. We can figure out which one you're going to do. I'm going to go grab some dinner.
Give you a little something.
Little Toby King. Little Toby King is always good for soul.
That's right.
Wow. Oh, hell no.
For Mike White, we always like to leave Mike White with a little something.
Mike White theme song. Mike White, you are a clown. Ozo.
As long as Billy the Kid is taking some back, I'm with him.
Everything all right, Mr. Chisholm?
Yes, everything's fine.
Oh, hell no.
Go on and bring the men in, and we'll have a little fresh coffee with the boys here.
Yoo-hoo! I'll make you famous.
That's what me and Killer Breeze will do for all of you. We will make you famous.
We'll make you famous. What's up, Matt Bingham? Oh, hell no.
It's time.
Yeah, I'm out. Howdy, 5,000.
Closing time. Open all the doors and let you out into
Closing it down. Closing the bar down once again with the Burtons in tow.
turn all of the lights on over every boy and every girl. Closing time. One last call for alcohol, so finish your whiskey or beer.
Right, whiskey, beer.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. I know I want to take me home. I know I want to take me home. I know I want to take me home. Take me home. Closing time. Time for you to go out to the places you will be from. Closing time. This room won't be open till your brothers or your sisters come.
That Bingham won't come, we're going to talk football.
We can talk football.
I've been talking football. I've done a football podcast the other day on the expansion how Greg Sankey shit the bed.
Comes from some other beginnings and I know I want to take me home. I know I want to take me home. I know I want to take me home.
right, homie.
I guess
I'm
I'll
out
see
of
you
here.
tomorrow. What game you want to do tomorrow?
I don't even know which ones they are, but I'll look at them and let you know.
No, the later ones are one that's 4 and one's that's probably 7.
Well, 4 is going to be the hardest one for me to do. 1 and 7 are going to be the easy ones.
Oklahoma don't play tomorrow, do they?
No,
I don't think so.
they play Thursday.
All right, brother. I'll check you later.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right, later. Killer Breeze, the Oklahoma Roughneck, was in the house and helped us close it out. And like Matt Bingham said, when we're going to talk football, our OU recruiting is looking good. Yeah, I've been talking football, man. I got a couple of podcasts. Go check them out. It's about the expansion and some other stuff. I need to do another one to follow up on some stuff that I found out about Greg Sankey, basically letting Tony Petitti of the Big Ten just house his ass and just make the SEC look stupid, to be quite honest with you. And if y'all got any movie clips or song clips that you want me to play on here, just throw it in the comment section and let me know what you want to request, and I'll try to get it on there. Just let us know. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and I guess I'll close this mug out, try to find y'all a good song to close it out. I don't know y'all remember what this one is right here. Let's see if we can find one for y'all that's really good. Let me find something for y'all. We'll end it with this one right here. This is what y'all can do. All you other teams that don't like what we have to say, you can AMCA.
Tearing down a dirt road, rebel flag flying, coon dog in the back. Truck bed loaded down with beer and a cold one in my lap. Earnhardt sticker behind my head and my woman by my side. Tailpipes popping, the radio's rocking, country boy can survive. If you got a problem with that, you can kiss my country ass. Well, I love turkey calls, overalls, Wrangler jeans, smoke nothing but Marlboro Reds. Tattoos up and down my arms and deer heads over my bed. Well, my granddaddy fought in World War II, but my daddy went to Vietnam. And I ain't scared to grab my gun and fight for my homeland. If you don't love the American flag, well, you can kiss my country ass.
Woo! And with that, I'm out of here. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You can also, those are the big 4, and they're absolutely free. Liking and subscribing is most important of the free ones. And then, of course, you can join the Outlaw Posse for $2.99 a month, 75 cents a week. You'll get a badge and get deputized, get a random 4 horseman shout, as well as possibly the comment of the day. It's a little join button over by the subscribe button. KMCA is, Jason Aldean said, to all the other teams, class is now dismissed.